Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video, I'll be previewing India's second group stage match versus Namibia in Delhi. Let's get into this preview video. Starting off with the conditions at this venue in Delhi, I'll be narrating international stats and IPL stats. Starting off with the international stats, 9 T20Is have been played at this venue. Batting first has yielded 4 wins, batting second has yielded 5 wins. The average first inning score being 169, the average second inning score being 153. Pace economy 9.79, spin economy 8.84, pace wickets 52, spin wickets 42. In some venues, when I've been narrating the statistics, the seamers have bowled more overs than the spinners, so it appears to be a greater wicket split. For example, one time it was 70 to 30. In this case, in some matches, seamers have bowled more overs, some matches, spinners have bowled more, which is why there's not much of a difference in the wickets taken. And now batting first versus batting second. Delhi didn't used to be a high scoring venue until the 2023 World Cup, where they relaid the surface to make it high scoring, which is why the only chase of 200 in international cricket has been 212 scored by South Africa. And India scored 221 versus Bangladesh in the first innings, won by a big margin, and 202 versus New Zealand in 2017 and won by a big margin. So I'll still say batting first is the way to go at this venue. And now the pace economy versus the spin economy. Some may argue that back then, and this contains stats in 2016, back then this venue was not as high scoring. But we saw, and we are still seeing now, I'll get to this in a bit, where the spinners, the economy is better than the seamers by almost a run. And now we're seeing the IPL stats in a more high scoring environment from the previous season. Batting first has yielded 4 wins, batting second 3 wins, average batting is scored 203, average second is scored 185, pace economy 10.46, spin economy 9.71, pace wickets 37, spin wickets 35. And once again, we can see that it's a higher scoring encounter. However, the spinners still better the seamer in terms of economy rate by almost 1 run. So I'd say bat first at this venue and trust the spinners. Now getting to the playing 11s, Abhishek Sharma has been discharged from hospital. They may rest him for this match to play him for the next matches, which is why I've gone with this 11. Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, Tilak Verma, Suryakumar, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, Akshar Patel, Ashdeep Singh, Jasit Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakrabarti. And no disrespect to these first two opponents that India have played against, or will be playing against, USA and Namibia, but I feel that this was the best chance for India to test where they needed batting depth. I don't think they do. I would have played Kuldeep in the previous match, but they may play Shurun Dubey here. And I'm not saying this because he was dismissed. He shouldn't have been sent out of that situation. But I feel if Kuldeep Yadav played the previous match, India would have won by 50 runs. They were 78 for 6, so you've seen that the batting depth is not going to do anything for you, and you may as well prioritize your bowling attack with the buying out of India. I've got they don't need the batting depth. That's the only thing that I'd say from their point of view. And if they do that, in my view, if they play Kuldeep Yadav and see that they don't need batting depth as well and good. Another thing, I'm not saying that people shouldn't score runs. If they play Shurun Dubey and let's say if he doesn't score runs in this match, then they may think that they don't need batting depth. They may prioritize their bowling, I think, and hold it in better stead. So that's on India. And now for Namibia, based on what I've seen of them, this is the 11 that I've gone with. Lawrence Steenkamp, Jan Freiling, Jared Erasmus, Jan Nicol, Lofty Eaton, JJ Smith, Ruben Trumpelman, Zane Green, Jack Brasso, Max Heingo, Bernard Schultz, and Ben Congo. And Ruben Trumpelman, a lot of people think of him to be a seamer, but with what I've seen, he can bat as well. There's a T20 versus Zimbabwe where he scored a 46 off 24. He can bat. Therefore, comparing the all-rounders to the frontline batsmen in their team, the frontline batsmen don't have much of a strike rate, which is why I'm saying Jared Erasmus bats at number 3, Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton bats at 4, JJ Smith has also been batting in the top 5. Ruben Trumpelman is good enough to bat in the top 6, especially as per entry point. And I feel especially when playing against India on such a surface, you may as well bat Ruben Trumpelman higher up the order. So this is what I've gone with. And looking at their bowling attack, the number 8 slot, they've been playing Maiba, in the warm-up match versus India and before, and even someone who's been bowling 2 overs of leg spin and not been batting much. According to me, this batting lineup can't be strengthened. If you're getting to number 8 and you're trying to strengthen your batting, I don't think it's the correct way to go. Jack Russell played the Under-19 World Cup. I've got him in this team. He can bowl with Ruben Trumpelman, Max Heingold, Ben Chikongo, the 4 seamers. Bernard Schultz is a very good left-arm spinner. Even against the more reputed teams, he has bowled well. I think against India, he went for 41 and 4, but against other teams, he's bowling very well. So I've got him in this team. Gerard Erasmus usually bowls 4 overs for them. Jan Nicol, Lofty Eaton bowls a bit of wrist spin, can also bowl medium pace. DJ Smith also bowls left-arm seam. So it's where they manage with their bowling and the all-rounders can also bat. So I think they should continue with that. They can't strengthen their batting by bringing a frontline batsman. They should bring a frontline bowler. And I'd say if they win the toss, they should bat first. And if they score 158 and India score 159 for 3 in 16 overs, I think it would be a very good showing from Namibia. I think they aim for at least that. Of course, if they aim to win the match, then if they get that kind of a result, then I think that they would have played well. And in terms of the edge, India have got the edge in all departments. I think both teams will be looking to get things out of the game as per their perspective. For Namibia, a minimum performance of 158 in the first innings and 159 for 3. India chased it in the second innings. And for India, I think they should play Kuldeep Yadav, but they should get clarity on whether they need the batting depth or not. I think they should play Kuldeep Yadav. So that's another thing what happens. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, share, friends. This is my opinion. Fuck jokes.